Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to tell Becca that I went on. I'm gonna also have to go in here and do a setting, she said. So, let's do it. Gonna walk that out. Let's see. I'm not really good with the technology part. Becca is. So I think we go into YouTube Studio. And we go to Content. Live. This one. Okay. Let's see. How do we do this? See, I'm not sure how she did that. View in live control room. Is that it? Details. I'm not sure how she does it. Paid promotion. Recording. Category. Customization. Redirect. Add. What? Redirect allows you to keep viewers engaged across multiple events. Add a live stream or premiere for people to watch after yours ends. Well, yeah, I'm not sure how to do this. Permissions, close. Okay. Close. Alright, I'm going to go back. I'm going to text Becca and tell her I'm on. Hold on. Okay. And she has permissions to redirect. Alright, well, I got Mary's Quilting. Let's see if I can get back to the screen that I need to go on. There we go. I got Mary's Quilting. And good evening, Catherine. And I'm working on getting it loaded on the frame. I took some pins out and separated it and got it all ready to go. I'm going to turn a light on in here. We don't want a strobe light. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to have a blue light. Okay, I'm going to continue loading this and then we're going to quilt it. It's a baby quilt, so it shouldn't take long. I did text Mary with an idea that I have, so I might wait for her to reply. She did kind of give me freedom, but I always like to just get a reassurance like, hey, I like that before I just go for it. So I'm going to continue loading it and see if she sees my text. It's another adorable Tula quilt. Oh my gosh, I love it. And the backing loaded perfectly. That always feels good when the backing gets on perfectly. That's like half the battle right there. Hi, Sean. How are you? All right. So I kind of have a ritual every time I put a quilt on the frame. I hope you guys can hear me. I kind of have this whole ritual that I do. I do all of the steps the same every time. I always, one, make sure the quilt top and the backing are iron. And the bumps are all smoothed out. Taking some thread off of her batting. There's some grid. Okay. So one, I like to make sure that it's ironed really well. Then I load it, obviously. And then I pick the panto and the thread. And then before I even turn on the machine, I wind some bobbins. I clean out my bobbin case. I change my needle. So I do a new needle on every quilt. I just think that that's the best way. And I hate when thread starts breaking because then you have to do a whole bunch of stuff. So I find that if I change my needle with every quilt, it goes a lot better for everybody. Let's get the top on. Boop. I ironed it really nice and flat. So I'm going to get it on here. That batting is really gripping it. Alright, let's pull it up. Shimmy it, shimmy, 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 shimmy. It's a little close, but we are going to a little close on the sides, but not very much. Okay. Alright, I think we've got an equal amount on the edges. Okay, make sure I don't have anything on my table. Okay, bungees are pulled. Isn't it so cute? I love this one. I keep getting sent these really pretty tulip pink quilts. I'm not sure a tulip pink quilt could be unpretty. I think every one I've seen is just so pretty. This is the cutest little baby quilt. The bungees don't really love sateen though because it's so slippery. So it's gonna slip if it goes too much. Alright, I'm pulling out the thread from last time, which is actually the same thread, the thread that I used for her last quilt. So we're gonna pick a different color. Okay, I think pink rose is probably the best match. It'll match the background and blend in with all of those pretty pinks. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Katie. So I'm gonna go with this. I mean, look, it's a perfect match. It's so pretty. So I'm also going to make sure I've got some bobbins. Now, the best thing when you're a long armor is when you have two spools of the same color, because you can have one on your machine and one just ready for the bobbin winder in case you run out, so you don't have to like either wind too many bobbins or not enough. It's always nice when you have two. So, oh, whoops. The pink rose is one of the popular colors that I tend to go with a lot. It's a good pink. So I have two of them. So I can wind some bobbins and keep it on the bobbin winder while it's quilting. If you're a long armor, you know the deal. I'm going to take some thread off of, I don't think I need any more than 3, and I just have a little bit of this wheat thread left on these bobbins from her eagle quilt that I just did. So I'm going to pull the extra thread. There's only one still pulling. The other 2 were pretty empty. I don't throw any of the thread away. I've been like keeping it. I think it'd be cool to mix them all up and put them in an empty ornament. So at the end of the year I can see all of my leftover thread and all the colors that I use. The kids in Austin just went to go drop my quilting bee blocks off at the post office. We were going to get fireworks tonight. They're legal now in our town. We always had to go out of city limits to go get fireworks. We didn't have to travel far, but where we live, it hasn't been legal for so many years, and so it's weird seeing all of these firework tents all throughout town for the first time in 20 years, so it's pretty cool. Alright, well that's winding. I'm going to take the bobbin out that's in there, clean the little area with my air blower, and then oil it. There's so many things that you gotta do to get it all going, but then once it gets set up, it's like, bam, let's go. A little bit of oil on there. Time to thread the machine. I guess we can turn this on. My guess is 10. How many customer quilts do you quilt on an average month? Probably like 3 or 4. Teresa, I love your I love your confidence, but yeah, on a normal month, probably 3 or 4. And then as you get closer into like the Christmas months, people I think start realizing, oh my gosh, I have to get this done. And so they start sitting their quilts out or wanting to get them finished. So hopefully in the next couple months, I'll be doing 10. But I don't know, right now where it's at is very manageable. I still have time to hang out with the kids and go outside. It's been really nice having the long arm down in the basement because over here is our backyard. So I can have one on the frame. I can kind of babysit it for a little bit. And once I'm confident that it's going well and, there's no issues, I can kind of go out and play with the kids and come in, and it's just been a good balance. So if I start doing 10 a month, that's great. But then I have a lot less time to hang out with the family, and there's always something going on. So that's a good question. Teresa, how many do you do a month? 10. Oh my goodness, that would be wild. I think I did 5 or 6 in June. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I would say I don't really keep track that well. I mean, I have invoices and stuff, but my concept of time is just very skewed. Come on. And get this through this hole. There we go. I did get some new needles. I got 100 of them. Dang, I was off. Teresa, on a normal month, how many do you do? Custom quilting takes so much more time and skill than what I'm doing, but I'm sure you are busy too. Alright, I'm gonna go get a little duster real quick. This thing has been amazing. So I found this little guy at the quilt festival that I went to the other week that I'm still working on the video for. And it's just this really cute little duster. I should probably do this and then vacuum, but there's like stuff from the Juki coming off of it. But it's this tiny little duster, and I can just kind of doop, 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 dust my machine. I'm going to dust the glide foot. Alright. And I just wanted to get the glide foot. There was stuff in there. I wanted to get that off. If I can get this through usually it doesn't take long at all. Of course it's when I'm on camera. Can't get it through the hole. I'm trying to hold this screwdriver. There we go. Woo-hoo! Okay. Then we're going to pull the thread up. And I'm going to make this a little bit more tight. There we go. Okay, so we cleaned the bobbin, we oiled the bobbin, we wound the bobbin, we threaded the needle after we changed the needle. Now I'm going to do the plumb line and kind of get it going, and then we can just start stitching it. And then I have a border that I need to make for this quilt, so I'll work on that, and that'll be fun. I get one major custom quilt about every other month. They take much longer to do. Yeah, mostly edge to edge work. I cannot even imagine. I'm sure your back hurts so bad. Like just doing the plumb line and lining the quilt up to that line and then basting the top. Oh my gosh. Especially when I was pregnant, I was like leaning over trying to reach it. I mean, over a long time, that does start to hurt a little bit. So custom edge to edge work probably takes hours and hours and hours and hours of leaning over the quilt or standing. I can't imagine. All right. Stitcher. Alrighty. Hi, Liz. Hi. Hi, Della. Sean, what are you working on tonight? I saw you ask, but what are you working on? Alright, we are going to pull this up a little bit. It's really sticking to the batting, which is great. But we need to get our line nice and straight. Okay. See, Teresa, doing the plumb line and basting that first one takes me so long. I don't know if I would ever get through a quilt doing custom edge to edge work. Hi, June. Cutting fabric for the Wicked Witch block. Ooh, that sounds fun. Hi, Auntie Handmade. Happy Friday. Hello, Melody. I like that name. That was one of the names we liked for the girls. Hi, Candy. I see that Becca probably hopped off, so thank you for coming on over. Becca, thank you for bringing everyone over. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Janine. How's retreat going? All of the pictures make me so jealous. Hello, everyone joining from Becca's Live. Yes, hello. Thank you, Becca. I hope you're all having so much fun. I mean, I know you are. I don't have to hope. Retreats are always so much fun, especially when you get to do it with your friends. I hate to turn my back on you. I'm gonna baste this line, and then we're gonna get going. I'm gonna check my phone to make sure Mary didn't text it or didn't text. All right, she said absolutely. You have full creative control, so we're just gonna go for it. Mary, if you're watching, I'm excited. Let's do it. Hi, Bobby. Beth, you look cold, honey. Do I look cold? Hey, Delia. Yeah, I put on sweatpants just because I saw that it was supposed to thunderstorm tonight and I wanted to be cozy. I could probably wear shorts. I'm actually kind of like, it's hot down here. All right, I'm going to base this line. Do-do. This is such a cute quilt. I would love to get an overhead view of what I'm doing so you guys can see. Alrighty. Alright, that line is basted now, and so now we can set it up and get it sewn. Hi, Pat. How are you? I'm in Las Vegas. We had our first 100-day today since last summer. I'm all ready for fall. I am ready for fall as well. I'm not a summer girl. I'm not afraid to admit it. I know people are going to come at me, and people love the summer. That's great. I am very fair-skinned, so I burn like no other. I don't like mosquitoes. I don't like flies. I don't like really any of the bugs that happen in summer. Like when fall comes around and the wasps go away and the mosquitoes go away, bam, we're good. The sunscreen also goes away. It's a nice little break. Okay. Is that Gina Tell's pattern? No, this is a project that I've been working on. Smoke is keeping me in the sewing room. King, North Carolina. Ooh. Are there fires where you are? Or is it coming? Because I know there's been a lot of days of air quality warnings out here because of the fires in Canada. So maybe you're getting some of that too. Oh, are you talking about, is this one, Gina, on the frame? I'm not sure. This came from Mary at the Crafty Panda. She sent this really, really cute Tula pink baby quilt, and I'm so excited to start quilting it. I already have a pantograph in mind. I'm going with light pink thread. We're going to make it easy. It's going to blend into the background really, really well in the backing and just blend really nice, but still pop on those purpley, blue, yellow sections. I'm loving this fairy dust. I have a little bit of more adjustments to do, and then I'm going to try and get you close to where you can see what I'm doing on the Pro Stitcher and how it gets set up, but I'm going to pull this down a little bit and straighten it out. Alrighty. Turn the basting off. I'm now going to set up my area. Maybe I can bring my ironing board over. I'm not really sure what to put you guys on so that you can see what I'm doing. I mean, I could hold this with a hand, I guess. Okay, you probably can't see the machine. Let's see if we can turn the light down so you can see what I'm doing. Just for a little bit. We'll turn it back on in a minute. Can you see that? Feels so weird not having it so bright. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think the screen is just so bright you're not going to be able to see it, really. Bummer. Okay. All right, well, I might as well set it up then, and then you can watch the stitching go. Hi, Tiffany. Coming from Canada. Smoke is keeping... Oh, yep, coming from Canada. Detroit is very hazy. Beth, you look so young. Thank you. Hi, Susan. We have a grasshopper infestation here where I live in Arizona. I can't go outside without grasshoppers everywhere. It's crazy. What? Grasshoppers are big for an infestation. Those are not fun, I'm sure, to be swarming around. Oh my gosh. Smoke was pretty bad in Indiana the last 3 days. Better today. Hi, Donna. Quilting Live. Is it the Mormon crickets that were in northern Nevada last week? Ooh. Candy hard to breathe. Oh no. I'm in Pilot Mountain, North Carolina, and it's smoke here too. I went outside an hour ago and couldn't hardly breathe. Oh no. It's been almost 2 months of them. 2 months? Jeez. Yeah, we don't have any grasshoppers here, but we've had a lot of air quality warnings, and it is heating up here. I mean, I haven't noticed really me being able to, like, my breathing changing, but I mean, it sounds like there's other places just getting hit harder. What design are you going to use? I'm going to use Teeter Totter from Urban Elements. I think it's going to be super cute. It's going to add some movement and then also kind of play into the theme of all the rainbow colors happening here because the shape of the Teeter Totter looks like a rainbow. I think it's going to be super cute. I keep getting distracted here. Okay, let's just get it set up so we can get it running. All right, I'm going to go to my area. File, design, open. elements. There we go. It's right there. Yay! That's gonna be so cute. All right, let's do 8. Let's do 9. Okay, I think we're gonna do 9. I feel like that's gonna look nice. Maybe we'll do 8.5. Okay, repeat. Okay, let me bring you up and then maybe you can see what's going on. Sorry, I wish I had a way of. There we go. We just gotta get a little bit closer. Okay, I'm just holding you on my shoulder. So hello, nice to see you. I'm gonna close that gap there. That's not a good gap there. Okay, we're just gonna close it and scooch, 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 scooching it up. We're gonna scooch it up. I think this will be super cute on here. Has a little bit of curve motion going on. This is a quilt that has a lot of stars, a lot of straight angles, straight lines. So I think this is gonna make it a little bit more flowy. I just want the gap to look like it's all one. I don't want the gap to be too little or too big. And sometimes like on here, it'll look a lot more further away or closer than it is. So I think that looks pretty nice. Then I'm going to go to my area and I'm going to make it bigger. I always make my area in the spot that I can reach first, and then I go in and I edit it and I make it a lot bigger than the quilt is. So I'm going to say that this quilt is something totally obnoxious. Let's say it's 80. No baby quilt is ever going to be 80 inches high. I mean, maybe it could, I guess. But then I'm going to just doop, 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 fill it over, fill it up. I'm going to maybe do another horizontal one, and then I go over to modify, and then I'm going to hit align, and I'm going to hit center, and then center again. And that is kind of what that's going to look like. And then I go to crop, outside, edges, and then I baseline. Don't forget to baseline, my friends. It's very important. Don't know why, but it is. Otherwise, your computer will be very confused and start doing all a bunch of wacky things. Okay, so I've heard. So now it's cropped and everything, and then the last thing that I do is I always hit save workspace. And I'll go in here and I'll name it Mary Baby. That way, if anything goes wrong, or I lose power, or we get hit by a meteor, or I don't know. If something goes wrong, I have it in here, the whole workspace with all of my measurements, all like the exact way I set it up in here. I don't have to try and reset it up. That is a nightmare. So if you have Procedure, save, save, save. When you forget to save, something always goes wrong, and then you're like, no. So just get in the habit of always saving. Always. Always, always, always. And then we just go over here and start quilting. Okay, that pink is perfect. It's blending in with the purple. and it's looking more purple than it is there, but then it's popping on like that blue, blending into the background. It's doing all the things. It's like a little chameleon thread. I love it. The first couple phases are going to be partial rows because when you center it and then you crop it out, you're going to have little bits of it. So it just did that little bit, and then I'm going to have to make it go off. And we're off! Nothing worse than a confused computer. Exactly. Especially if you're on a deadline or you just want it to go right. No one wants to load a quilt and then have all chaos ensue. We want it to go well, right? So that's why we always do all the things. This is gonna be so cute. I mean, it already is cute. We are just gonna make it even cuter. Pull up my thread. Whenever I see threads, I just clip as I go, and so you'll see me kind of pulling some out. There's really not a lot of threads at all on here, but sometimes there's always that one who's trying to like poke out of the seam and be like, hello, hi. That one gets cut out and thrown away. So, oh no. Hold on. That did not sound good. Oh, it looks cute. It's so cute. Make sure our thread looks good. This was kind of a weird setup. Let's see. We're on the out. Alright. That did sound kind of strange, so I'm going to go underneath it with my flashlight and make sure that the back is okay. It could have just been my machine talking to me, but it's always good to check. Yep. Ugh. Okay, we've got a problem. We've got a problem. But we will fix it. It's just the tiniest little spot here. Got a little bit of a thread party going on in the back. We do not want that. Sean, I have your favorite notion out. I love that design. So beautiful in that style of a quilt. Oh, thank you. I think it's going to be perfect. Honestly, anything you put on this quilt, though, it's going to be so good. It helps when you get sent beautiful quilts. They're just fun to work on. It was just the tiniest section, and it was the closest to the edge, which is really nice. So it'll be really easy to stitch back out. Okay, I'm gonna double check under here, make sure I've got all of these pulled. Okay. Check my bobbin, make sure. Ta-da! All taken care of. Good as new. Alrighty. Okay. I'm going to make sure my needle is perfectly centered, because that might have been part of it. I am using different needles. I'm using different needles. They're the same, but they're different. I usually buy them somewhere else. I usually buy them from my quilt shop, and they're in a handy quilter package. And I ended up getting the same needles, but they weren't like affiliated with Handy Quilter. It's like the same exact one, just not in a Handy Quilter thing. And so I don't know if maybe that's what it was or what. Maybe I just didn't get it perfectly straight in. We're going to resume and stitch the rest of it out. Okay, we persevered. Sometimes there's a little hiccup, but you can see these cute little bumps. Oh my gosh. This is going to be adorable. Once this row gets done, we can move on to a full row. So these are all like little rows. I want to keep it. That's like the other thing about being a long armer. You want to keep all the quilts that come your way because they're so cute. It's like, I don't want to give this one back. Do you really want it back, Mary? Do you really want it back? It's just, I guess, the way it goes. All right, about how long will each pass take? So I have it actually set down a lot lower than I usually have it because when I was working on Mary's last quilt, I did a really intricate eagle design. There was a lot of stopping and going and hard points on those eagles, so I slowed it down to like, I'm at 37 and 41. So 37 acceleration and 41 speed percent. I usually run it at like 45, maybe 50. I don't go blazing. I do like to take my time just in case there are little hiccups. I feel like when you go too fast, even if you have a computerized whatever, if you go too fast, things start to go awry and it's just not great. So I have it a lot lower than I usually do. But it is a baby quilt. They're really short passes. And I made them about 8.5 inches high. So I would say maybe each row, like now that we're going to be onto our first full row, would probably take, let's say, 4 minutes. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 minutes. I'm going to guess that. And let's see if it's accurate. that first section just seems like it takes so long because it was a lot of stop and goes. It's the first row, but part of it was cropped out, so it's a partial row. This next row, I'm not going to have to really babysit it and be here until it's all the way done. So I'm going to exit out of there and hop down to where I need to go and make sure that I can reach the lowest part of that without hitting the bar. Here we go. Okay, I didn't start my timer, so let's like give it 20 seconds when we're done. Now looking at it, I think it's gonna take about 5 minutes, but let's start a timer. I guess the stopwatch. So I'm starting this and we're about a minute behind, so we'll just add a minute and see how long it takes. It's still going even if I exit out, so that's good. Oh my gosh, this is looking so good. Oh, Mary, I hope you're watching. I hope you're watching. But also I hope you're not, because I hope you're enjoying retreat and you're not watching YouTube. But if you are, or you're not, I'm going to send you pictures anyway, because it's looking really cool. Oh, man. I just love being able to do this to quilts. It never gets old. It never gets old. Even when I'm on my hands and knees cutting batting, or, I mean, I find joy in every single step. Like, it's become a ritual. It's like I do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and it's just really therapeutic. I have this whole routine, and when you get creative control on someone's quilt, especially a quilt that is just so pretty, it is so fun to kind of take an idea and run with it, and you get this vision and you get to execute it and watch it kind of unfold in front of you, and then send it off and have someone love it. It's the coolest thing ever. It's amazing. I'm on the big screen. Thank you, Becca. Oh no, not a retreat, no. Yay, Mary's watching. Oh my gosh, it looks so good, Mary. I just love it. It's looking so good. And this light pink looks great. Oh my gosh. How is retreat going? Are you guys all having a great time? Can you turn the camera to watch it quilt? Well, you're on my laptop, so we can go like this, yes. All right, we don't have a ton left of this row. I don't really think it's been 5 minutes, so I think maybe I overestimated. We might be close to like 3 or maybe 5. I don't have the best grip on time, especially when you get jabbing. It's hard to keep track. But look at that texture. Oh, it's so good. They are having a great time. Any ideas on quilting designs for a New York beauty? Ooh, good question. I have one. I think New York beauties are gorgeous, so, I mean, send a picture, because I would love to see it. My first idea goes to Raindrops on Water. It's a really, really great pantograph, and it would add some curves going on with a whole bunch of these spiky things going on in the New York Star Beauty. It's a pantograph that is super, super cute. Let's see. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Then I said add about a minute because I was late. So about 5 minutes. Not bad, not bad. Let me see if I can send you the link to this pantograph real quick so you can look at it. But this is kind of where my head jumps to immediately. Raindrops on water pantograph. This is one of my top 3 pantographs that I have. It's really hard to not put it on every single quilt. It's gorgeous. Whenever you see it on other people's quilts, it's just like, oh wow. All right. When I get the top done, we'll send it. Oh, that sounds so fun! I'm excited. That's on my bucket list for quilting, to make a New York Beauty. They are so gorgeous, but I'm also kind of scared because there's curves happening in the piecing, and I'm not that good at curves, okay? They scare me. So I'll quilt it for you. I'm so excited. Let me know what you think about that pantograph. See if I can reach my next row. I can without moving. My bobbin is like, that was really tight. I'm trying to clip that thread. Okay. Just want to make sure. Alright, I'm going to make sure I don't hit my bars going down to the next one. I'm not, so we're going to go again. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Hi everyone who said hello to me. I'm at retreat and we're getting ready for white elephant gift exchange. Those are so fun. Is it sewing themed, or is there a theme, or is it just anything goes? We used to do, when I was little, we would do bingo at my great grandparents' house, and we would do white elephant gifts. We would just wrap a whole bunch of them, like 30 of them, and no one would know what was in what, and we would play bingo, and we would win prizes, and then we would steal them at the very end. And that was like my favorite Christmas memories when I was little. So much fun. Becca designed the quilt for me and helped me pick the fabrics I pieced, and Goody Goods is working her magic on it now. Oh, yay! I'm surprised. She helped you pick Tula, so maybe Tula is growing on her. Maybe she's a fan now. I mean, you work with Tula once and you become a fan. I mean, when I started, I wasn't the biggest Tula Pink fan, I'll be honest. But then I saw line work, and that was the one that drew me in. And then Tiny Beasts, I loved that. I'm not a huge fan of the Curiouser one, but I'm also not like a huge Alice in Wonderland fan, so maybe that's why. And the faces, I can't do the cameos. I love seeing other people's quilts with that, but for me, it's intimidating to see that fabric and decide what I'm going to do with it. I'm like, I don't want to cut it. I don't want to cut it. Look at those faces. This is looking so good. So maybe Becca has the Tula bug after all. Maybe. Hello, Nancy. I've had my long arm for a month now and never used it. I'm afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. Okay, maybe be afraid of it. Be afraid of it. Look at it. Be scared for a little bit, and then kind of give yourself a timeline of like, okay, I need to do this at a certain time. You can't be scared forever. You gotta do baby steps, watch a whole bunch of videos. Adam's So Fun is amazing. You can be scared of it, just don't be too scared for too long, because then you're never gonna do it. You gotta practice. It's all about practice. I sacrificed a lot of my own quilts starting out, a lot of my own quilt tops, just learning. And it's a process. You're gonna feel like you're doing everything right, and then something's going to go horribly wrong, and you're like, no, I don't know a thing. And then you're going to go back into the being scared thing, and it's just a process. Just don't give up, okay? Don't give up before you even started. I've driven down to help a friend who lives in Cameron, Missouri, which if you're in Kansas, you know that's really close to Hamilton. She actually works for Missouri Star Quilt Company. But I've come and helped her with her machine a few times. You just need a lesson, take notes, write a notebook and write the steps that you have to do. And every time you fire that up and do a new quilt, go through your list, go through your steps, and eventually you're going to get your own little routine, your own ritual of how to prep your quilts, how to prep your machine, all the buttons you need to press. It'll become something you're comfortable with. It's muscle memory. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. I say go for it. Turn it on and play. See, Tiffany's got the right advice there. My friend, she had it in her living room for 6 years, I think she said. 6 years. And she had the same quilt on it, just collecting dust. And she came to Long Arm Club, which is a great resource that my local quilt shop, Casey Maker Studio, has for handy quilter long armors. We can all go, and they have instructors every month or a lesson every month, and it's been really, really great. But she came and she kind of was like, okay, if I don't learn how to use this machine in 2 weeks or 2 months, I'm selling it. I'm done. And I'm like, I'm intrigued. And so I was telling her, don't give up, okay? I will come and help you. And then I realized she was an hour and a half away. And you know what I said? I will come and help you. I was 39 weeks pregnant. I drove out there and I spent the day helping her turn that machine on. That's the first step. Turn the machine on, okay? And then I helped her walk through all the steps. I helped her make notes. I helped her update her machine. That might be something too. If you start spending too much time not doing it, you might need an update. So then when you fire it up, there might be some problems. But I went and helped her, and she was like busting out quilts like crazy. She came to the next Long Arm Club with like 6 or 10 finished quilts, and now her binding pile is like super full. But I ended up driving back out there the other day because she took another break and she had a quilt on there she wanted to get off, and she didn't know where to begin. She had not saved her workspace, so she was stopped on a quilt and had to start off of complete scratch. She had to set up the new design. She had to do all of that. And I went out there and I helped her, and she's back on to quilting now. So just maybe you need a friend to just be like, you know what, you got this. And if that's going to be me or Tiffany, it sounds like, you know what, you've got this, okay? No one will die if you mess up your first quilt. Go for it. It's just quilting, right? And if you don't want to sacrifice a quilt, which is totally understandable, these take a lot of time and effort and a whole bunch of other things. If you don't want to do that or you don't feel comfortable doing that, get a whole cloth quilt. Get a wide back. Get a panel that you really like at the quilt shop. Just, a cheap panel. And practice your edge to edge or practice your free motion quilting. And that's a great way for you to get practice in without feeling like you're giving a quilt up. Like, all right, let's hope it goes well. You don't want to feel that way when you're working with your own quilt. So get a panel, get a whole cloth quilt going, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I was scared of this machine for a long time. Sometimes I still am. You're like, oh, please don't do anything crazy. But you get comfortable over time. It'll be fine. You've got a lot of buttons and all that stuff to do. You just got to do your first one. did get the really pretty Lella Boutique panel, and that's going to be my scary step of practicing free motion quilting. I've been really wanting to do some free motion quilting and even like ruler work, and since I got the software, I haven't done any of that. I used to do free motion quilting on the Cutie, and I had so much fun doing that. When that was the only option, I had all the time to do that. And now that I'm doing this, I don't. And so I'm probably really, really rusty, and that's fine. But I am also really determined to practice and have some fun with it. If you're not having fun, then, you know, what you doing? What you doing? Check underneath. See if there's any threads. Have you guys seen the Christmas Eve panel? It's so cute. It was kind of expensive, but I had to remind myself it is a pretty big panel. I love this. Load some sheets to play, yes, and scrap batting. We all have scrap batting. Just throw it on there in between two things of fabric and go for it. It's going. Ta-da! All right, let me see if I can pull out the panel in case some of you haven't seen it. I was scared that Casey Makers sold it all because they got it in and then it disappeared. I couldn't find it anywhere. I'd go to work and I'd be looking for this panel and I wouldn't be able to find it. They're constantly moving stuff around. So I was like, oh my gosh, they all sold out, and I've been like contemplating on whether I want to buy it or not, and I missed out. But I found it the other day and there was only 2 left, so thank goodness. But it says, "'Tis the season to be jolly." It's 58 by 73. My boss has plans to take chenille. I'm probably saying that wrong. Chenille. And she's going to put it in the letters and like fluff it up. And then what I want to do is kind of just trace those letters. Trace them and trace the flowers. And then do some fun like easy swirls or I don't know. I say easy, but definitely not. I'm going to think that they're easy and then I'm going to be reminded that they are definitely not. But I'm going to have fun doing it. And then I'm going to have a really pretty quilt at the end of it. So I'm really excited. Yeah. When she announced that she was going to come out with these and then she shared it on her Instagram of how she quilted it and everything, I was like, yes! I need it! Alright, let's watch the quilting now. I really need to figure out my tech stuff. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Hello TV time with hubby right now, but if you're still on when I go in my room to quilt my friends, well, I'll jump back in. Okay, enjoy. I've got the louder smoothie machine going on. I've never quilted on a machine. Everything I've done is hand quilted. I have several piece items that need quilting. Some will end up being tied. Some will go out for long arming. That's something that I've also wanted to try. I really want to try hand tying some quilts. I love the look of that, and I think it's something that I'd like to learn. Keep it going. I think they kind of add like a really fun creative element too. Like you can kind of get creative of where you put your hand ties, what colors and everything. I mean, imagine putting some at the points of these stars and kind of tufting them out a little bit. Like that would be kind of fun. So one day, I'm kind of scared to do that though. I'm afraid that I'm going to tie it wrong and then the quilt's going to fall apart. Ta-da! We're in a basement, so the colors aren't really true, okay? They look a lot more poppin' than they are right now. I made table runners first. Once they are bound, they look much better. Oh, I'm sure they were fine, Shelly. We are all our own worst critic. I think we need to get better at being like, you know what? Those table runners looked great. I will still hand quilt or quilt on my little Kenmore sewing machine. Any projects I quilt myself will be small ones. Smoothies for everyone! Yes, we are mass producing smoothies right now. I have a Kenmore and I haven't used it. I have a few vintage machines actually. My great grandmother gifted me this sewing cabinet and it has a Kenmore in it. And then I also had a sewing machine cabinet gifted to me. I think it was at like an estate sale for maybe $15. And it had a vintage Singer in it, but it wasn't a featherweight. And what I did was I took that sewing machine out and stupidly put my own sewing machine in it, and that sewing machine fell through that table twice because that table was very, very vintage and not meant for my machine, I guess. And one time it happened while I was piecing a quilt. Actually, I think I was quilting it, and so it went straight down, and my quilt went straight down with it. And of course, my first thought is, oh my gosh, there's going to be a hole in my quilt. Not really anything else. I was so worried that my quilt was going to be ruined because it fell through the table with the machine. Needless to say, I do not use that table for my sewing machine, and that sewing machine died. So, RIP. But it fell through it twice. You would have thought that I've learned the first time it fell through, but no, I'm determined to just make the same mistakes, I guess. Then you just retie it. Hey, I like that. You're right. I made a small drag around quilt for my great niece 30 plus years ago. It's ragged, but the hand ties are still there holding it together. I think actually the one that my grandmother gave me that I use every night for, gosh, 1920, about going on 10 years. It's a rag quilt, and she hand tied a little bit of it. Well, that wore me out, but I got the air conditioning hooked up. Yay! Oh my gosh. Enjoy the AC. 30 plus years ago. I love how it's still there. It hasn't been given away or put in a garage sale or anything. That's my biggest fear. I keep putting my seam ripper in my arm, and then I'm like, I need to stop doing that. Okay. I'm going to see if I can reach the next row, and I can. Ta-da! Zoom. What is everyone's 4th of July plans? Are you guys doing anything fun? I made a jeans quilt as commission and hand tied it. Woo! Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. That would be pretty tough to get through. I'm sure that dulled the pins or the needle that you were working with really fast too. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da. It's a going. Sometimes I feel like I make it too tight on the frame. I tend to do that. It just gives me anxiety if it's too loose on the frame. I like it tight and taut, And sometimes, you know, that's not a good thing. Sometimes you gotta let it relax a little bit. And a good way to know if it's too tight is if you see your frame, if it's quilting and it's starting to go like this, like a trampoline, it's too tight. Loosen it a little bit. If you're having thread breaking because of that, I mean, it's obviously way too tight. You can get away with it being like that, but the next time you roll it, just try to make it a little bit looser. That's what I need to do. I like to make it super tight. And it's a going. This is such a cute pattern. I think what I want to do is make this. I think I want to make it. I'll probably be sleeping on the 4th, doctor appointment on Monday, and another on Wednesday. You are busy. We celebrate tomorrow, July 1st. No plans as my son and his family will be out of town. We celebrated tonight. Oh, that's nice that you got to celebrate, though. My 4th is up in the air, Beth, as is my birthday tomorrow. Oh, happy early birthday! Everyone say happy birthday to Susan. We're getting a heat wave for the next few days. Not looking forward to that. Oh my gosh. Tell me about it. I think it's like 98 today. So we're supposed to be under thunderstorm warning right now. So we'll see what happens. But I got a thunderstorm warning, whatever, notification not too long ago, which I'm excited. I like storms. I don't like tornadoes, so hopefully it's not tornadic, or I don't know how to say that word. Tornadic? I think that's how it is. Just sounds weird. Tornadic weather. I probably said it wrong. But I love rainy, dreary days and rainy nights. I can't wait to take this out and get some pictures of it tomorrow and some videos of it. It's so nice. I did get another package today, so I will be long arming another one this weekend. I haven't opened it yet. I don't like opening them until I'm ready to do it because I don't want anything to get misplaced or, you know, anything like that. So I always keep it in the box until I'm ready to take it out. That's what I do. If you can pull your finger and grab it on the top, you're good. Like that. If you can get... I've tried almost every quilt I've made just to... Oh. My first quilt was old clothes that my kids outgrew. And a lot after that, all tied. Wow. Bouncing is not good. Bouncing is not good. Not good. Happy birthday, Susan! I've got a lot of people saying happy birthday. I used to complain that my desk area at work was too hot. They didn't believe me. They checked, and yes, it was 86 at my desk area. Too hot. Oh my gosh. 86. I like to set the thermostat to like 68 or 70, and it always ends up going to 74 or 76, which is like just way too hot. So 86, no thank you. Hi, Jane. Welcome. Thanks for coming on over. And thank you again, Becca, for sending all your friends my way. I hope you guys are having fun. The long arm's really loud, but I like to talk, so maybe I'm a little bit louder than the machine. We'll see. If you can poke your finger under the quilt and grab that finger on the top, then that's the perfect frame tension. Ooh. Under the quilt, and then grab that. So like that. I like thunderstorms too, but they keep not materializing even though the weather shows them. Isn't that how it always goes though? I swear the weathermen just tease us with this stuff. Just bring on the rain, okay? Come on. Don't say it's gonna rain and then it's not gonna rain. Let's check the weather and see. It's 86 right now. We are under severe thunderstorm watch until 11 p.m. We are in Central Standard Time, so it is only 8:21 here. I guess it's supposed to start in the next 30 minutes. But then that's it. It's going to start and then end, most likely around 11. And then a little bit tomorrow. What is this weather? Come on. It isn't loud? Oh, nice. After the lightning struck our home right after my 4th birthday, do not like storms, and we have had 4 this month. Oh no, that sounds really scary actually. Yeah, my kids, luckily, they are not too scared. When they hear thunder and lightning, they kind of like ask about it, but mostly they're scared about bears being in their room. I mean, I don't understand it, but Addington had his first like bad dream last week. I finally got Archie to sleep. I laid down. I was feeling great, and then I just hear this very sweet, angelic voice go, "Mommy?" And I'm like, "Oh no!" And I look over, and he's standing in the door frame in the darkness, and he's like, "I had a bad dream. There's a bear in my room. There's a bear in my room." And he kept saying there was a bear in his room, and so I just had him come get in bed with me. I was like, "Okay, okay." Yesterday we had hail and heavy rain. There was a small tornado that touched down about 50 miles from us. It's scary. I don't like thunderstorms that bring hail. Yeah, hail's not fun, especially if you don't park under cover. When we used to live in the apartment, we did not have a garage or anything. We just, our car was subject to all of the hail and all of the stuff. I'm trying to see if it's raining right now, but I can't tell. I wonder where my family is. That's also something I'm wondering. Should I call them? I feel like I should call them and say, "Hey, where you at?" Hello? Hey, where are you? You can come home. Did you get food? What'd you get? Okay. Okay. Well, you can come home. You don't have to drive around. Yeah, I'm on live right now. But you can come home. I mean, it's going to start raining here pretty bad in like 30 minutes, so. No, I'll just make a PB&J or something. What? I will. And then that's it. They can come down when they get here too. It's fine. I only have a few more rows, so we're just hanging out, talking about the weather and watching this stitch out. Okay. I'll see you when you get home. Okay, bye. Alright. They should be home soon. Bum, bum. We got a bunch of bobbin left. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, I'll bring you back over here in a minute. That's looking so cute on the back. I love as you get a few rows in and you start rolling it, you can see the quilting appear on the backing. It's like, peekaboo, I'm here. Don't forget about me. I'm going to be cute too. So you can see the quilting showing up on the backing and it looks so cute. This pink rose color is just the perfect match for this quilt, I feel like. We could have gone purple, but I feel like it just would have been too much. This pink is just perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh no, bye Tiffany. I hate to leave Beth, but I need to get up and move around. I'm getting stiff. I'm attached to a cord, so I can't really stretch that way. I'll see you next time, my friend. Have a great life. Bye Tiffany. I hope you're recovering well. Get some sleep. Hey everyone, a little late. You're never late. So if you do have quilts that you need long arming, my turnaround time is typically very short. I know a lot of people have a standard like 4, 6, I've even heard 8 weeks. I have a very small turnaround time. That's kind of the perk of being a little bit smaller, smaller business. So if you have a quilt or a deadline coming up and you want your quilt done, send them my way or consider it. I would definitely appreciate it. I love working on quilts. It's so fun. I think that's why the turnaround time is so small, because when I get something in the mail, unless I'm like deathly sick, I'm like eager to open it, get it on the frame, start quilting it. I felt bad because Becca, her Tula one, I think it sat for like a week before I got to open it. And usually it'd be back within a week, but we all got strep, and all of the kids got strep, and then they all had allergic reactions to amoxicillin, and so it was just not a fun time over here. But that's also the other end of being a small business, or I'm a stay-home mom. Things happen. I do try to keep my turnaround time reasonable and good for you, but then we know life happens sometimes. Sometimes we get all over hives, and that happens. Sometimes it's like the week from hell, and that happens. But yeah, if you have a quilt that you need done and you like my style, you can go to my website, goodygoods.com, and book a quilt. So just let me know. So for us newbies to your channel, tell us about how long you have been quilting, long arming, etc. It's a great question, Jane. Oh gosh. Well, first off, thank you to everyone who's over here watching and spending their night with me. Thank you to Becca for bringing you all here. I'm so thankful for that and excited. Um, so I've been quilting since 2019. It was before COVID happened that I got gifted a sewing machine. It was that Christmas. And then I think I remember everything kind of shutting down in March. So it was kind of the perfect timing because it was the calm before the storm. I got to take advantage of the curbside pickup coupons at Joann, which was great. Because I was just stockpiling fabric during that time. I think I was like trying to void fill a bit because life was crazy. But yeah, I started before COVID happened. My husband surprised me with it as a Christmas present because he heard me say that I wanted to repair my grandmother's quilts that she made me, that I used every single night. I've always loved quilts. I don't think I ever thought I would make one or could make one. I'm not great with measuring. I'm not great with rulers. I mean, before quilting, measuring and like ruler and all that stuff, I was not good at that. That was like, ooh, I don't know where the 1/8 line is. Oh gosh. I'm glad to say that I'm a lot better now. But he did that because he heard me say, "Oh gosh, I have this hole in this quilt and I wish I could fix it." And so I've been quilting since then. It wasn't going to become a business, honestly. I was just happily making things for family and friends and for my kids and for my kids' friends, for birthdays and stuff. And I was posting my work just as kind of like a scrapbook to look back and be like, okay, this is where I started, this is where I'm going, this is where I'm at, right? And then I had friends on Facebook say, oh my gosh, I love this, as we all do, I'm sure. I'm sure we get asked this a lot. I mean, oh my gosh, that's great. How much would you charge for that? Can I buy one? And then you kind of spiral into like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to charge for this. I don't even know what I'm doing, really. And I was really, really new when I first got my first order. I was like, do you really want to buy a quilt from me? I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. And I'm having a good time, but I'm winging it. And so my old neighbor was the first one to order something, and then I had just people continue to order, and I was like, you know what? I enjoy it. So I don't think every craft or every passion we have has to become a business, okay? To like you just don't have to turn everything into profit. If you like to quilt as just a hobby, that's great. Quilt as a hobby. Don't ever feel pressured to start a business or sell something, or don't ever get into that. But for me, I was like, this is a great way for me to bring some extra income. I'm a stay-at-home mom. At the time, I had 2 kids, and I was like, I enjoy doing it, and it's a great way to, help put groceries on the table. And so it started out as that, and then I was like, oh, my last name's Goody, so that's something that a lot of people might think it reads as Good, and people are probably like, what the heck's Good Goods? That's weird. It's Goody Goods because I don't know, I liked how it worked, Goody Goods. I didn't want it to be like just quilts. I didn't know if I would ever branch out into like anything else, so I like goods because I can make placemats, or I made cape before, or I made bibs for a while, or so it's Goody Goods. Let me turn this row on so it can stitch. Bum, 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 bum. So it started as a hobby, and it ended up being complete therapy because the world just shut down and stopped being the world that we knew it. And I had a sewing machine, and when the kids would go to sleep, I had my own little sewing space-ish, if you would say that. I mean, I would set up on the kitchen table in our 900 square foot apartment, and I would just go for it. I didn't know that you had to trim or square up half square triangles. What's that? Hold on, my husband's calling me. Hello? Yeah. Is it raining yet? Okay. Alright. Peace out. Okay. Yeah, bye. So yeah, I had no idea what I was doing. I was having a great time, and it was really helping me mentally and emotionally, all the ways. And then it turned into a business. And this is going on a year for the long arm. So we got the long arm in July. It was delivered on July 12th. Don't ask me how I know that. It might have come up on my memories recently. And I waited a good long while before accepting people's quilts because I didn't want to jack anybody's stuff up. Oh my gosh, that'd be terrible. But yeah, I started on a very small brother machine. That one just bit the dust because I was sewing it to the ground. I mean, I was just nonstop. As soon as I made that first quilt, I never stopped. And then I went through some singers, and now I'm on a Juki, and I'm very confident to say that this Juki is probably the best quality machine I've ever used. It's durable, it's sturdy, it sews through anything, it's fast, it's smooth, it literally purrs. Like the first time you sew with the Juki, it's like, whoa! Okay, because I'm not a hype person. I don't like feeding into hype. I know a lot of people were like, oh my god, the Jukis are great. And I'm always the skeptic. I'm like, are they though? Are they really? Are you paid to say that? Do you actually like it? No, it's a great machine. And then I initially got the Juki to put on a cutie frame because I was doing a lot of custom quilts, and I wanted to do more than stitch in the ditch, or I didn't want to spend so much time quilting. It was hard on the arms pushing that through, and so I got the cutie frame first, and I had the Juki on that, and I had that for a little bit, and then we graduated to the long arm, and I sold the cutie, and it's been amazing. I have the Juki TL 2000 QI. It does not have the speed the speed dial, so it's all controlled on how fast you put that pedal down, and a lot of people say I sew pretty fast. When I take it to retreat, people are like, oh my gosh, Beth. They just hear vroom, vroom, vroom. It's really fast. It's great. So if you like sewing fast, the one that I have is a great option for you. If you like to slow it down, maybe have a maximum set where you don't exceed that and go too fast, the 2010 QI is a good option because that one has the speed dial. Jukis are great. I don't think I will ever have another machine after this, so that's kind of a relief. I wish I would have just bought it at the beginning. I mean, it would have saved a lot of money, and it would still be working. So I'm going to close the door because my dog's going to start barking. The kids are here, so we're about to have some visitors. For everyone who's new, I have 4 kids. I know I look like I'm 12. I get that a lot as well. I'm not 12 though, so don't be worried. So, yeah, Goody Goods started as just custom quilts, and then it's branched into long arming now. And I have a few other side gigs. I manage social media for my local quilt shop. That started about a year ago as well. I work alongside a pattern writer called Slice of Pie. I help her with her sewing deals. So she has a sewing deal page that I help her with. And then I have the business, and then I'm a stay-at-home mom. So we're pretty busy all the time.
Hi.
You can say hi. No one's going to say hi back. I mean, they'll say in the comments, but say hi. This is Louise. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, friends. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye.
And then this is Addie. Say hi.
Hi. Hey, Mom, I got cheeseburger with pickles.
Nice.
No onions.
Nice.
I'm going to give a pickle to Dada.
Nice. Yeah. Thumbs up, everybody. Oh, peace signs. We're throwing gang signs. Hello, little Louise. Hello, little Louise. We went swimming this morning. We've been going swimming with their Gigi and Pa at their pool, and she is just a little tadpole. I swear, she gets in the water. Her and Zoe are so good at swimming. Hi, everybody. Is Archie asleep?
Baby, Daddy, baby.
Okay, so we got Zoe, and then the fresh one is little Archie. So, yeah, we're busy. Oh, and we have dropped another water bottle today. You gotta go get a towel and clean that up now.
You do.
No, I don't. Zoe's the one that spilled it. She can help pick it up. Good night, my beautiful babies. Bye. Have fun at your retreat. Careful. Nope. You can have that. You can have that. That's fine. Okay. Why don't you go upstairs and get ready for your camp out?
We could do camp out. Yeah.
Oh. Let's see if we can see some fireworks. Okay, first, what we're all here for. Look at this beautiful quilt. It's stitching out beautifully. I just heard, let's see if we can go outside. Don't judge, our backyard's a mess. So let's see if we can get to a point of, I can hear them. Let's see if we can see some fireworks. Okay, well I saw part of one. Oh, yay! I love 4th of July. I wonder when the finale is going to happen. I'm surprised there's something in the world louder than a long arm. And 4 kids. There it is, though. They're so cute. Thank you so much. Archie, Zoe, Louise, and Addie. And Austin, too. Yeah, Austin's my husband. I've been putting off buying a Juki for a year. I'm either going to get the 2010 or the Haruka. I hope I said that right. Hopefully soon. You can't go wrong. You know, you are going to just be so pleased with yourself once you go through with that. I'm telling you, you're not going to regret it at all. LOL, hashtag blessed. Very, very blessed. I'm trying to see if there's gonna be a bigger one. Oh! Woo! Get my big old head out of the way. That's fun. They're doing a fireworks show at the local park. Hey guys, there's some fireworks out there. Do you hear them? If you want to go sit out there and watch some fireworks, you can. some fireworks going on.
The bubble.
You want to go watch them?
I can't see any.
Hold on. Okay.
I hear the booming.
You hear the booming?
What is it?
Hold on. I'll help you in a second.
Do
Do you see it popping up over that house?
I don't see it. I don't see that one. I don't see any.
Well, they kind of have a little bit of time in between each one. They don't just go bam, 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 so.
I see the lights.
You see the lights?
I wish we could go out there watch.
I'm saying that you, hold on.
We'll go outside and watch them.
I will go outside with you in a minute. Come on.
Let's go!
Hold on. Hey, hold on means hold on.
No, Dad! No, there's fireworks!
What?
There's fireworks.
Yeah, there's fireworks.
There's fireworks. Come on, Louise.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's fireworks! I should probably go make sure that they're okay. Hold on. We're gonna let this go through. Hi Beth, I'm dragging the fireworks this weekend. It sounds like a war zone in this area every year. My dogs hate it. I can relate. My husband's old dog, Austin's old dog, very anxious during 4th of July, and I understand the struggle. So my heart goes out to you guys. That is rough. Okay, I'm gonna go make sure that they're still in the yard. We have a fence, but they shouldn't be out here by themselves. What? You don't like it? We're losing our minds. We're losing our minds! There's some fireworks! Yay! It's okay. It's okay. It's just the sound of the lights. You see them? Hold on. Wait for the colors. I don't think she likes them. Oh. Oh. You look the way I looked back in the 70s. I got married at 15. My first was born 13 months later, and 6 more in 9 years. I was married for 43 years. Then my husband died. Now my oldest is 53. Wow. 7 kids. Yeah, I think 4 is the magic number for me. I applaud you. 7 kids, that's amazing.
Mom?
What?
I don't like the fireworks.
You don't like them? Well, come inside then.
Because I'm too loud.
We'll go inside. Yeah, they're kind of loud. And we can't really see them right now because they're so far over there. Poor Louise. All right, come on. Let's go inside. Let's go inside. It's so loud. It is so loud. Fireworks. Not approved by Louise. Fireworks. They're watching. Zoe doesn't like it. Louise doesn't like it. So we know what we're in for in a couple days. I'm going to unplug the iron now that they're down here.
Are they still out there?
Yeah, Addie and Zoe are. Addie was on the play set watching. 43 years. I'm so sorry for your loss. But that sounds like a wonderful life. Do you want to say hi?
Me?
He hates saying, he's shy.
No,
We'll just have Archie say hi
Oh,
then.
yeah, there you go. Say hi, Archie
Archie!
boy.
Hey, bud. Hi.
He's
yes.
happy. Yes, look at that smile.
Hi, do you see Mama? Yes.
Come on a minute.
He's so cute. He's just a little squish. I thought it'd be cool if they could watch him. So fly. It's hot out there. Time to put cartoons on loud for the 4th of July. Oh. Okay, don't leave the door open. It's hot out and you're letting bugs in, okay? Either come in or go out. It's fine. Alright, let's see. It's so pretty. You see this one?
Yeah, that's cool. It's kind of like rainbows, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. That would be pretty. Do you want to see it? Look at the quilt. Isn't that pretty? Is that pretty? She approves, Mary. She thinks it's pretty. It's loud. Do you want to go watch a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we do a little camp out? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Mama Harden. Archie is gorgeous. All of your babies are adorable. Thank you. They're pretty cute. And 25 years ago, we adopted a baby girl that was, oh wow, 8 children. That is amazing. Boom! We're going to be hearing a lot of boom these days. The next couple of days, but then there won't be any more. It's only for a few days, okay? You're okay. She's tired. She went to the pool this morning and really swam her heart out. Huh? Put it on you. Diva. We only have like 1 or 2 rows left, and then we're done. I love quilting baby quilts because it's like instant gratification. You get to see it off the frame a lot sooner, and it's just, everything's cuter when it's baby form, right? So I would say we've got about 3 rows left. So not long at all. And then afterwards, I'm probably going to hop off and we're going to do a camp out. Watch a movie. What? Don't run. You want to go do a camp out?
Yeah.
Yeah. What movie are we going to watch? Sam Tiger? Okay. I don't want it. I don't want it. You can eat your cheeseburger out there. Don't leave trash out there, though, okay? Louise, why don't you go get some pajamas on? Get some pajamas on. You need what? Okay. No, let's just leave that alone, okay? Because it's sharp and could be used as a weapon. Everything could be used as a weapon with these kids, I'm telling you. They look cute, but they're crazy. Don't get too trusting. Especially Louise. Louise is scrappy. She is unexpected. She will get you. Zoe is a lot more premeditated, but Louise is scrappy. Let me show you the quilt again. I'm doing a whole bunch of jibber jabbering. Oh, I'm so happy with how this is looking. It is looking so good. I gotta get some photos of it. Let's see. Okay. You gotta get crafty with the videos, I swear, for Instagram and is it too loud? I'm sorry. Maybe we can find some headphones for you. My grandson, he's now 17, hated the sound, noise, and just all of it from day one. Still doesn't like them. I'm surprised. This is her first 4th of July where she's kind of like aware. And so it's surprising. I mean, also not. I mean, it's big, scary bangs, but I'm excited to go get some fireworks tomorrow. We can legally buy them this year. We've been illegally buying them. Okay. I think the fireworks are done. I don't hear any more. Do you? Oh, okay. Oh, that's the finale. Let's go watch the finale. Here, Louise, do you want to stay inside or do you want me to hold you? Let's catch the finale. Do you want to go in? Do you see the colors though? No. She doesn't like fireworks. I thought she would like the colors, but no. Sorry, sweetie. Her sister is louder. So true. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Come here. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, once I get this quilt done, guess what? We can cuddle and watch the show. All right? I hear Archie. He actually might want to eat. Should we just do these last couple rows and then hit the hay? I probably got to feed your brother now. I can't do that on YouTube, so we're going to have to maybe say goodbye so we can go feed your brother. Because he's going to get louder as well. He's going to be loud here in a minute. It'd be a godsend to have a long arm that does everything for you. It's definitely a blessing. I'm so thankful. I didn't think it was ever going to be an option for us, and yeah. Well, that scared her. I know. I thought if I held her, maybe she'd be better, but no, we're not going to go play outside right now. It's too dark. We just went out there to look at the fireworks, okay?
Mom,
why don't we say goodbye?
Mom, I saw fireworks up there.
You did?
Yeah,
okay.
on the kids.
Why don't we say goodbye to all of our friends? We're going to have a camp out.
We're going to do a camp out.
I'm going to finish this quilt.
There's fireworks outside.
And then...
There's so many fireworks. How much can you count?
Okay. So thank you so much for all of the new faces who stayed on and hung out and just came by to say hi. I'm so thankful. And maybe you'll see me on here again, or maybe I'll see you on here again. We'll see. Becca, thanks again for bringing everyone here. I literally have maybe 2 or 3 rows left. I'm just going to let it stitch out, and then we're going to have a camp out and watch some movies and eat popcorn and stuff. So thanks, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, and if I don't see you before Tuesday, have a wonderful 4th of July, whether you like fireworks or not. I hope you guys all have a safe weekend. Thanks again, and I'm going to press the button now because I usually just ramble, and so, yeah, I'm going to press the button. Bye, everyone. So nice to meet you all. Bye. And familiar faces, of course. Bye-bye. I'm going.